Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 4. This is a new book from DC Comics, written by Brian Buccellato with art by Christian Duce, colors by Luis Guerrero, letters by Jimmy Betancourt. Apologies if I mispronounce any of those names. In this issue, the war between the DC Universe and Legendary's MONSTERVERSE escalates. Aquaman and Atlantis confront the otherworldly Leviathan, while in the shadows, the Legion of Doom and Lex plot their next decisive move to eliminate the League. But the emergence of the League of Shadows could spell doom for the whole world. This issue has a lot happening in it. I will say it feels a little bit overpacked, maybe a little bit more convoluted than the previous one, just because there are so many things happening simultaneously all over the world. I think the team manages their best to present the stories in a fashion that will be linear and will make sense and we can keep track of. As with previous issues, there are just some really cool moments here. We have a moment with King Kong and Supergirl that's really exciting. We get to see Godzilla back in action. We're still waiting. Superman, unfortunately, still out of commission. You'll see that in some of the preview art. So it really has me wondering what more twists and turns Buccellato and the team can take us on, because we are really just kind of all over the place, and it's a lot of fun. Like, this is the introduction of these titans that have come to the DC universe as they kind of keep popping up. Really leads to fun situations, especially in Atlantis. There was a thing that I never thought we would see happen, and that was a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a really, really impactful issue as far as the action goes. Now, I really love the characterizations of these characters. Specifically, I think Lois shines very brightly in this episode or in this issue. And although I do feel like some of the other Justice League members have been a little bit sidetracked, it's still fun to see them all kind of being around. And even if they're not fighting all the time, of course, they have to regroup. They have to figure out what's going on. And then we still need all the payoff from the Legion of Doom, right? The Toymaker and everything he's been doing. Everyone's looking for the Toymaker. So, like I said, there's a lot happening here. Maybe read this a couple of times just to make sure that you got through all the beats, because it is crazy to try to follow all this stuff along, because there's so much packed into one issue. So you're definitely getting your bang for your buck here. Let's take a look at some of the art. The art team continues to just do tremendous work. They have to do so much, like I mentioned, because so much is happening. I love these little panels of, we have Batman and he's trying to kind of talking while we're getting some exposition in the back. There's just a really efficient way to do that because we want to save the bigger pages for this. As I mentioned, Superman's still trying to heal in his chamber. This is where we have some nice moments with Lois later on, because if you remember in the first issue, Superman was about to propose to Lois, and we get to see the League reacting to not only Superman not being well and out of action, but also all the things they have to do here. Now, I don't know if there's the art does feel a little bit different from prior issues, which is interesting. I think some of the character designs don't feel as tight as before. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and revisit the issue. I think this is going to be interesting read once it's all collected. But yeah, overall, very much continue to enjoy the series. One of the craziest things that DC is doing out there. And I always want to see more Godzilla, more Kong, more Titans, more of these threats. And I want to see them, fighting with my favorite DC heroes. So very exciting stuff. If you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.